Youth peer affects the lives of family and youth receiving services in that they provide hope. They really are an icon for someone who has potential to get through struggles that they're dealing with and to overcome barriers.
I get angry real easy if people don't listen to me. If I'm trying to tell them something important, right, and they just don't listen to me, they think I'm lying. That gets me mad. Basically, you don't listen, I get mad.
I've had Jacob since our parents passed, since he was about 8. Jacob's had a lot of behavioral issues and things of that nature. Not a lot of male role models in the family, so his therapist thought it would be a great idea to try out a program to see if that would help him kind of find himself. And that's how we met Jalen. He was introduced.
In the very beginning, my very first youth had a pretty rough go of things. Everybody kind of passed him on to the next person. And so when I first met with him, there was that immediate just expecting me to be a temporary fix. And so I really wanted to show him that I was going to be there.
For the families that I work directly with, the benefit to having the youth peer support involved is that youth really has someone to connect with and finds that time enjoyable even if they're doing hard work. So the youth themselves are able to talk about how much they enjoy the time and look forward to the time with their youth peer.
Every time I was looking for every day he came over too. Every day I was looking for. I really didn't have much friend to go out. I can't just go out and make a friend. He's fun. I loved him.
The fact that Jalen had a similar background to Jacob was actually really good. I think he was able to understand where Jacob was coming from and help to direct him a little bit better, especially when he had anger outbursts or was having issues understanding things.
I think the youth and their families really benefit from the youth have someone who gets it, being able to kind of empathize, normalize their experience, just their perspective, and seeing change from it, kind of having more options versus, blowing up or just, punching a hole in the wall. They can kind of talk through things.
I think what I do first before I act now. And actually, Jan taught me about that.
So some benefits to having youth peers on the team is it brings a different perspective. It allows a different kind of clinical lens, and somebody that may be going through the exact same thing with the child, they may get more out of meeting with that youth peer at times or be more open with a youth peer than they are with a therapist because they feel that youth peer understands.
The time I was in really angry one time, he tells me to go out. I went with him one time. We walked and we talked. Basically, I felt some hope inside of me saying, I believe I can do this now. I believe I can push through stuff. If I get in a tough situation, I can go through it with help.
Bringing our YPS to our youth team has made a change in allowing them to be a part of the team and for our other youth providers to recognize the value of that youth peer support and the difference it can make in a youth's life.
Our YPSs work really hard in helping our community decrease stigma around mental health. When they go out to the community and they tell their story and where they've been and where they're going, it's very powerful. And I particular one YPS tells his story. It's just, it gets to your heart and you're like, we're doing the right thing.